Today I got myself a set of gauges, these ones here, for £38.99, and these are made by Auto Tools Direct, I believe, and this is them here. The quality of them isn't actually fantastic, if I'm honest, but they should do for what I want. I was initially quite confused because I didn't know what these bits at the side were for, but they're just for holding the tap valve things that go on to car air conditioning systems. They just hold them. They don't actually have any connection inside them to your hoses. Another problem I noticed is because it is for car air conditioning, it doesn't have a little piece inside that that would press into the middle of a refrigeration service valve, but it doesn't really matter. I've got hoses in the shed that can do that, so I'll take it outside and connect it to my system and see if it's any good. It is for R134A, so to get the right temperatures for R290, which I use, I've been trying to find a pressure temperature chart online, but I can't find any that has got pressure in PSI and temperature in degrees Celsius. It's always other stupid units such as Fahrenheit. Honestly, who uses that? These are the car air conditioning service valve taps. If you're interested in those, they are different sizes, so you cannot mix them up, and they obviously don't have the little valve inside, but it's just all exactly the same fittings as you'd find on a standard refrigeration system, with your access valves that you'd see on compressors. Now you can twist off the front and open these up, and I think you can actually calibrate them. I think if you turn the screwdriver doesn't fit. I'll find another one. So you can see even turning the screw very slightly results in quite a large movement. So I'll put that back to pretty much where it was. So the little core piece, I'm going to take that out of my old hoses and put them into the new hoses, and it just unscrews. Now I'm not exactly sure if this is right or not, but if you turn this towards open, it seems to actually close off the high side. It seems to actually close off each side. But if you turn it towards a closed position, it seems to basically just allow the gases to flow out through the middle. I haven't connected it up yet, but I was just blowing through it just to make sure, so I'm not sure if that's the wrong way around or not. Looks to me like closed is open and open is closed. Now, before you actually connect it to your system, new hoses don't actually go on very easily because the plastic seal there is not really shaped to the service valve, so it's good just to try and secure it onto something else first so it shapes it correctly. So here is our high and low side pressures with the system off. It's looking about pretty much 15 psi. Now what you should always do is purge the hoses, so to do that you'd open that to get the air out. I won't come out because actually I've got a cap on here. At least I think that's how it works. Yeah. You can usually tell you've got the air out when the pitch actually changes, because propane is denser in air by quite a bit. I'm not exactly sure why this one has got a valve core in it. Maybe it's just for convenience, but I'm not too sure. So let's see what the pressures do. So I've got the needle valve there. I think it's just ever so slightly open, so we should start getting some cooling just soon. Yes, it's just barely open, and it's beginning to, my hands are beginning to stick to it, so I'm going to open up the needle valve just a little bit, see what that does. Puts the low side up a bit. I'm pretty sure if R290, if that's operating on the low side at 0 or negative pressure into vacuum, that could mean that there's not enough refrigerant in it. Well, it's getting cold anyway. The liquid temperature, there's actually quite a lot of liquid circulating around. It could be about 2 litres. It's still 10 Celsius. The system is performing better now. I've added more refrigerant to it. I think the low side pressure might be a little bit high. The compressor's only consuming 180 watts, so it's not too bad. But watch what happens when you open the high side. The refrigerant bottle is off. Liquid propane. Don't seem to get very much more than that coming out. I could just put it back into the low side and it just all evaporates off. So that's quite interesting. Well, I'm not sure what's going on, but I seem to be struggling to get it to go below 0 degrees, even when I'm adjusting this. Yesterday I couldn't get it to go below -6, so I'm not really sure. It's a little bit confusing. I've got the high side open, so let's switch it off. What should happen is, that is full of liquid, so it should all come out. I'll just open the low side and get rid of the rest. So I'm not sure why I cannot get it to go down to like -10 and -20 H4, because there's just so much tubing and things there absorbing heat, so I could shorten it and maybe just have this on it. But I think the seal on that went because when I had the high side open I heard a hiss. It looks a little bit out of place, I think, so I'll have a look at that. And that seems to be as much vacuum as I'm getting from 2 refrigeration compressors, so I'm not sure if this is too accurate or not, but it really needs to be down to 30, because 30 is what it's meant to be.